guys, this is Sean McGarry coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the music salon where great things happen. Hope everyone's doing awesome. And today going to have a little lesson, kind of putting some stuff together here. Been doing a lot of triad lessons. I know we hear it a lot, triads, but the stuff is important. But it's not all about exercises and just these, inversions and things like that. We got to be able to make music out of it. So today I thought we'd just spend a little time putting some stuff together here. I really don't even know what I'm going to do. I just want to play a little bit and just show you like ways that I practice that maybe will help you guys out. So just started off in the key of E here. And, what you always want to try and do is this is what I tell myself, because I practice this and I also tell my students, is like, man, you got to have a canvas. There's a blank canvas, but you got to get started. The hardest, whether it's writing or anything, the hardest part is that first thing. Once you have one idea, things start to roll. And, I'm not a good writer at all as far as like writing things like, for the business or letters. But once I get that first thing going, it's usually things start to flow. So what I always tell people, man, just even if it's something simple, just play a chord, maybe spice up a chord or something. Here's a nice chord for you. E major 9, I believe that is. So, just take a regular chord. We don't in a key of E. Now, you can play an E major. That's fine, right? Nothing wrong with that. But just add some things to it. Maybe I'll play a sus chord, or maybe, like I said, here's this E major 9. This is a great chord. Look, that's a great chord. It's just an E major, and I raise this note up to here, which is an F sharp. And instantly it just gives it kind of a vibe, right? So you got something, and we'll keep it simple, man. We'll just do like a 1, 4, 5, E, A, and B. And this last lesson, this kind of was a follow-up really to that last lesson I did, which was the Mark Knopfler song, the So Far Away, which was that little riff he did that run, which is E, A, B. So same thing. So I get inspired by hearing other people play. So now, we'll set the tone here. We got this chord. Okay. Maybe I'll go up and play another variation of E. Maybe I'll go up here. That's just an E sus up here. That's a great chord. There's your E major, there's your E sus, Anytime you're in the key of E, throw the open strings in there. Check it out. So instantly when you put those open strings in there, there's a little vibe to it. So now what we want to do is just kind of play back and forth between the chords and use our ears a little bit. So if I'm playing up here in E, I want to somehow play around with my A, So it can be real simple. Right, so you're just kind of fooling around between the chord tones. Like I said, if think of if you just did E, A, another good way to think about it too is like most songs, just start off with a chord progression, right, and you put lyrics over it, or maybe you work backwards. But I'm just saying, like a song is not a song, and so you put lyrics over it. It can be the most simple thing, So think of it like that. You're just playing a song, and you gotta write a melody over it. That's really all we're doing. We're playing melodies. So again, I'll play this E chord. But right here, by the way, I'm just also using like the major scale, the major pentatonic. So again, if I hit E major or major 9, I'll go. That's E major pentatonic right there. Look. E to E. Maybe put, like a bluesy note in there. Raise all back to your E. Now look, you just go up one fret. There's your A. Back to E. Well, look. There's your B. Again, just try to make a little run off these triads, right? So like the A. Go up to the B. Whole step up. Now look, here's your E. Is it ground shattering? I don't know, maybe, but not really. It's melodies, right? So it's just simple stuff, man. And that's what I like to hear. I love the complex stuff, but really, most people just want to hear a nice, pleasant melody, right? So again, just kind of working around, Land on A. Play a riff off the A triad, off the A shape, then go up to B. And look, bam, there's your E. Now start another series of riffs from this position. There's your E, right? Well, look, when I do this, check it out. Right now, before I play anything, I have no idea what I'm going to play, but I know that I'm going to play that major third. So these little exercises will really help you out. So again, there's the E. I'm just playing like a little. So I see that. Now it takes a while for you to start seeing this stuff on the fly, but it's practice. Like I said, there's no shortcuts. But again, if I play this A chord, right? If you look at the bar chord, well, look. Again, the information's in there. There's your major third. So when you're playing your riff out of your E up here, there's your E chord or your E triad. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try not to say triad the rest of this lesson. Chords. They're just chords, right? So here's my chord. So I play the riff off that. Major third of A. Picture that chord. You're playing right inside that chord. That's all you're doing. Down the scale. Look, I land on another E. Well, look where I'm sitting on top of the 5 chord. Ah. Down to A. Back to E. So let me play it all together. Like I said, just little simple ideas. So here's our E. Land on a major third of A. Go up the scale. Now I'm gonna look where I'm at. Right now you're playing over the A chord. You've actually, in my mind, I've switched keys, but look where I'm at. You're sitting on top of an E major chord. So again, let me back up. A major third. Back to E, or maybe do the inversion. And again, like play the chord, play the little riff. Now, when you do this, you're sitting inside of your C sharp minor pentatonic, which is your relative minor. So now I can play like a riff. On the E, so go back and forth from the E to a riff, in the C sharp minor. Well, look at this. Here's my A now. So it's connected so well. It's it's right there, literally, when you start to see this stuff. So again, E up here. A. Back to E. Watch this. Here's my B. Go back down to A if I want. Back to E. Sorry. Right, so mistakes along the way happens. Then I'm up here, look. Okay, so now I'll start playing some melodies off this E shape. Or Okay, so when I'm right here, And that's another cool little thing I want to show you. Another idea, in each shape you'll come across, you'll have these chords. I didn't say the T word, of these chords. You're gonna find different fingering patterns. So here's a cool little tip of the day. I like this. When you're playing this, okay, here's your F shape. I'm just playing it up here, right? So look at the extensions. Okay, when I go, there's major, there's my sus, I'm just adding my pinky, there's my 6, and then there's my 9, right? I had 9. So you know if I'm going anything. All those notes work. So if you look at this chord now as a pattern, check this out. This is so cool. So let me back up here so you really understand this. I want you to see every note of this chord, this bigger chord, as single notes now. So I'm going to take the chord away and play every one of those notes now as a pattern. Watch this. Well, look at this. But now when I play it like a riff, you know, it's going to sound like a riff. Right? So now you're playing riffs off the chord. So again, I'm up here. Now there's my A right there. Back down to E. Maybe I'll use some 6 to get back down here. Well, look where I'm at. There's your B, your D shape, right? So check it out. It's all right there. So let's back up. Here's our E. Back to E. There's my B. There's my A. There's E. There's A. There's B. Here's E. You know, you're just trying to make music along the way, so it takes time, you know, I say it all the time, but yeah, it takes time to get the stuff where it's second nature, where you're just actually kind of seeing it, you know, and I'm not perfect. There's guitar players that are, but I'm certainly not. I make mistakes along the way, and that's part of it. You just have to kind of go for it, and if you hit a wrong note, who cares, right? You just go on to the next note. And you always have a 50-50 chance of hitting a good note. That's the way I look at it. So, you know, hey, you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, lots of cool ideas now. So you're doing just kind of a 1-4-5 there. Let's look at some ways to like maybe make this a little more interesting. So if we're in a key of A, you know, like little walk-ups, I might go to the minor 6. Okay, so what that means if I'm playing like if I'm, you know, right, that's a nice sound. So you come off that walk from the E. A, B. Well, when you do that B, look where you're at. You're literally right on top of what's called the minor 6, which is just a C sharp minor, which is the 6th note of E, which means you can make that now a minor chord. So it's a nice little bridge. You can hang on that for a minute, you know. So you can resolve it in lots of ways. That's a fun little thing. So yeah, I like doing that. So anytime you're playing an E, if you're just doing anything, simple and E, If you want a bridge or a different section, go to that minor 6, and then kind of vibe off that. So like if I messed around on that for a minute, okay, I'm going. I know it's just a little basic arpeggio, but we'll make that musical if you just think of that. And you probably don't want to do that really too often. Sounds like Woody the Woodpecker. But it's nice to have those notes at your disposal, right? So take that Woody Woodpecker riff. I said pecker, right? All right, so check it out. That riff. And now just separate the notes. And there's the riff. It's not a cartoon theme. So again, I'm in the C sharp minor. I'm playing around with this little. Well, look, there's my B. So I'll go back to that again. The 5 chord. So again, that minor 6 to the major, the B major, the 5. You don't understand all the lingo, that's okay. Just play the chords. C sharp minor. If you want to get back home, go to A. B. That'll get you right back home. So those are some fun little ideas, like I said, just trying to make music out of idea, make music out of ideas, I guess, or make ideas out of music. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Make ideas and music out of nothing, really, is what I'm trying to say, because you really have nothing when you're just playing chords. I mean, you got a blank canvas, so you got to really apply these things. And a couple things I want to mention. You're always connecting this with scales. So like really scales and chords is what you're doing, and this is really in the most basic way. So today is, I don't even know what today is. It's very close to Christmas in December 2024, right? So you see this 10 years from now, we're still doing this. But it's close to Christmas, man. And another thing I really highly recommend, extremely recommend, learn as many Christmas songs as you can. There is so much melody and gold inside Christmas songs. And I thought about doing some stuff on here, but there's a million videos of Christmas songs. I still might, who knows. But, you want to talk about connecting melody and chords and scales, Christmas songs all day long. I mean, it literally is just a scale. So I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole. But folks, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out. So grab your guitar if you haven't already. Rewind this video, get some ideas, and see if you can come up with some things, man. And, I'd love to see some, I just thought about this, maybe even like, I don't know if you can even do it on YouTube, but can you put videos in the comments section? I don't even know if you can do that. I assume you can. If you can, do it. I'd love to see some of your ideas, man. Maybe inspire me. And that's another thing. You can always learn from anybody. Man, I get riffs off of kids sometimes. Because here's one thing I've learned too over the years is knowledge is awesome, but sometimes it's limiting. Sometimes it stifles you because you think too much. You think, well, that'll never work. And sometimes the most obvious things are right in front of your face. And when I see a kid or an adult that doesn't know a whole lot, and they play something like, oh my God, that's so cool. I would never have thought of that because I'm thinking down the road a little farther. So, hey, show me some licks, man. Show me what you got. So let's all put some videos on here if you can. I don't know. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's close to the holidays. I hope everybody has an incredible holiday, whatever you do in your life, and wherever you are, I hope it's a wonderful one. So thanks for watching.